What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, as I told you, I knew this was going to be the response. Terrence Bud Crawford team, Bernie the Boxer, Coach Red Spikes, they responded to the news that broke yesterday with Jerron Boots Ennis, former unified WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is undefeated with a record of 34 wins, no losses, no draw, 30 wins by way of knockout, joining the camp of first ballot Hall of Famer, 4-division Mexican superstar boxer, two-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout, as Canelo Alvarez is preparing for his showdown September 13th, Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, to take on the pound-for-pound king, the 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, superstar boxer Terrence Bud Crawford, who has 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. Now, is it a smart move on the part of Canelo to bring Jerron Ennis in? Yes, absolutely. The issue that everybody has is Jerron Ennis is a high-profile fighter, and he's African-American, and Terrence Crawford is African-American, and we know there's a rivalry, right? Networks and promotional companies, they thrive on black versus Mexican in the sport of boxing. They say that's one of the number one, if not the number one seller, right? Because of the race tension, right? And the competitiveness, right? So why would a high-profile fighter like Jerron Boots Ennis join Canelo Alvarez's camp to help Canelo Alvarez prepare for Terrence Crawford, to beat Terrence Crawford? Ultimately, that's what he's doing. Ultimately, what he's doing is preparing Terrence Crawford, preparing Canelo Alvarez as much as possible to be able to beat Terrence Crawford. And over the past few years, since Jerron Boots Ennis really truly started making a name for himself in the sport of boxing, he's drew comparisons to Terrence Crawford. Okay? Now, Jerron Ennis is 28, Terrence Crawford is 38. So they're 10 years apart. But their styles put you in the mindset, right? Where Terrence Crawford switches from southpaw to orthodox. He uses odd, weird angles. He has extremely long arms, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Pinpoint accurate counter puncher with a high ring IQ and power, right? And Jerron Ennis represents the same thing. Okay? And so Jerron Ennis is 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Crawford is 5'8". So I understand why Canelo would seek out Jerron Ennis. Well, it's being said that Jerron Ennis, his brother, because his brother helped prepare Canelo Alvarez some 12 years ago to prepare for Shane Mosley before Canelo even fought Floyd Mayweather, that's the relationship, right? That's the connection. Well, with that said, he joined the camp nonetheless. And Terrence Crawford team responded. Red Spikes, he said, good. I hope this drives up the odds and even more people are favoring Canelo Alvarez because it just looks better on Terrence Crawford's resume when people have him such a big underdog. Right now, he's like a 2-to-1 underdog. And Bernie, he stated, Terrence Crawford simply said, I don't care. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I don't give a blank. And he said that, Bernie said, well, we just going to whip on 2 people that night, Jerron Boots Ennis and Canelo Alvarez. And I said that yesterday in my video when I said that, and in the live stream, I said, now when Terrence Crawford, because I believe he will beat Canelo Alvarez, how's that going to reflect on Jerron Ennis? As time went on, you can see a difference between Jerron Ennis and Terrence Crawford's style. and skill set, right? You can see a difference. His defense is not as on par as Terrence Crawford's. And Jaron Ennis, he gets hit a lot more. And on the inside, his counterpunching is not as sharp as Terrence Crawford's, right? And he wants to fight. They both like to fight, but Terrence Crawford is a lot more strategic with his approach. Jaron Ennis is a lot more aggressive with his approach. So you can see a difference, right? And that could be experienced as well. But like I said, smart move for Canelo Alvarez. The only way that you can even remotely close to mimicking Terrence Crawford is to go in his community and get somebody that has a skill set that can come close to his. Because the only way for you to match what we do is you need us to help you. The African-American black fighters that don't get the credit because they tell us black on black fighters don't sell. You need Mexican versus Mexican, Mexican style. The Mexican style is praised. The black style is frowned upon. It's considered running. It's considered boring. It's negative. The Mexican style is positive, right? It's exciting. It's explosive, right? But we can mimic the Mexican style. They can't mimic what the black fighters do. So they need for Canelo to understand where Canelo stated that Terrence Crawford is a fighter. I seen your style. I seen your type of fighter before. You just like everybody else. And Terrence Crawford said, no, I ain't. And he said, yeah, no, you know different. Well, he clearly thinks there's a difference because there is. Terrence Crawford, see, that's the thing about the African-American black fighters. It's so versatile, but yet everybody can be great in their own right. See, Floyd Mayweather, arguably the greatest, is completely different than Terrence Crawford. But you can make a case that Terrence Crawford is one of the greatest. This will make Terrence Crawford a 3-division undisputed champion. This will make Terrence Crawford a 5-division world champion and undefeated at 38 years of age. So his style is completely different than Sugar Ray Leonard's, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. Very versatile. When you look at the great Mexican fighters, and this is no knock, they're very similar. They're all very, very similar. Outside of a handful, right? And my all-time favorite, Salvador Sanchez. He had what the late, great, legendary Kurt Anderson always said, rhythmic and perpetual movement. Juan Manuel Marquez, my second favorite Mexican fighter. I think Salvador Sanchez is the greatest. I think Juan Manuel Marquez's counterpunch ability, skill set, was different. But again, he lacked what? The physical tools. Look at Marquez, Barrera, Morales, Mikey Garcia, Canelo Alvarez. All very, very similar styles and skill sets. Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones, Andre Ward. Very, very different. That's the difference. So Jaron Boots Ennis has similarities to that. Errol Spence Jr. Look at Errol Spence Jr. He was considered a black Mexican fighter. So you look at Terrence Crawford's style. Jaron Ennis has similarities to Terrence Crawford. So that's why it's smart to bring him in. Same arm length. Can both switch from southpaw to orthodox. How many Mexican fighters you know switch from southpaw to orthodox? Consistently throughout the night. Look at Adrian Broner. Different, very, very different. Look at Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Abdullah Mason. Floyd Schofield Jr. All very, very different. Look at Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Very, very different. But they get the job done in different ways. And they're all great in their own right. That's the difference, the versatility. So it was smart on Canelo's part. And like they said, they hope they drive up the numbers. I hope the odds get deeper. But as I told you guys, I knew Terrence Crawford was going to say, it don't matter. I told you guys he's going to say that. And I told you Terrence Crawford's going to say, I don't give a blank, right? But you best believe he took that bulletin board note. Oh, you best believe that even motivated him even more. You best believe that motivated. He's a competitor beyond competitiveness. It's like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Their competitive nature, Tom Brady, their competitive nature is different. Floyd Mayweather. Their competitive nature is very, very different. That's what makes them so great. So if you think that Terrence Crawford don't use that as bulletin board material, you sadly mistaken. Come September 13th, Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, it's going down. Well, what y'all think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.